What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my opinions of the recent news and trailer of Pokemon Legends ZA. Let's get into it, shall we? First thing I want to mention is the fact that the Kalos starters got new Omega evolutions. The first time I saw this, I was ecstatic. I was very happy, very excited, because for those of you that don't know, Pokemon Y was my very first Pokemon game, meaning Fennekin was my very first Pokemon ever, and it means so much to me, and I was so excited to see it get a new Mega Evolution. But then, I found out after the Direct that the Kalos starter Mega Evolutions, you have to participate in an online tournament to unlock the Mega Stones, which is just so dumb. It's so dumb and so frustrating because I don't have the online thing and a lot of other people don't. And this thing that all these players are going to be nostalgic for, and especially me, that are going to see, these starters and be like, oh, I love you, and then realize, oh, the whole new thing about them, they can't even use without paying money. It's not the most expensive thing in the world, but it's a decent bit, and even if you do have it, you may not like doing the online stuff and the online battles to do it, to get the stones. It is very dumb, but very frustrating, especially for me, because I'm almost heartbroken, okay? I'm not going to get to use the cool new Omegas. Now, I still might use Fennekin and or Greninja, but, they won't be able to do their new cool Megas. The new thing. The things that is buy this game, not just keep your old one. It's very frustrating and very dumb. But, at the same time, I would like to mention that I am glad to see the starters here. I know it's frustrating about their Megas, but it's nice to know that the starters are here. Because, the starters are the Kalos starters, and, they're the best. Second thing I would like to mention is the DLC problem. It is, pretty dumb what they're doing. Games have done it before, but, seriously, Nintendo. They're releasing DLC for this game. The game is not out yet. They're releasing the DLC and the game at the same time. Now this, there is some precedent for this, but not with Nintendo, and it is just so dumb. It's oh, we want your money because these are things that should just be in the game. Because DLC should be something that the idea is thought of after the game is already made. Not something you're instead of, we're gonna intentionally not put this in the game so we can charge people for it later. That's what Nintendo are doing, and they should have added this into the game. Now, the DLC doesn't look huge or anything, but it is $30 DLC, which is kind of dumb. It at least seems so far like it's going to be a pretty small DLC, add a few new Mega Evolutions and some Hoopa portals, but that's it. And $30, that's about the price of a Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shields DLC. Those DLCs add basically a whole nother game. This DLC does not look like it's going to add that. This DLC definitely seems overpriced. And there is a bunch in the trailer for the DLC. There's a bunch of Mega Stones we see in one of Hoopa's portals. And if those Mega Stones are exclusive to the DLC, that's just going to be so dumb. Nintendo's acting like, oh, new Mega Evolutions, come play the game, but pay more money for it. It is just, the DLC is mixed feelings. But while on the topic of DLC, I would like to mention, what the DLC is and stuff. And it definitely looks like an interesting DLC. There's going to be Hoopa and it seems like it's heavily focused on Hoopa and its portals. And I wonder if you'll be able to like go in the portals to get like other legendaries. If so, that might mean some legendaries are gonna be getting megas, which is very interesting and something that not many people are talking about. I mean, like, you know, what if we get megas to legendaries? That'd be very cool. And, of course, there's the 2 megas that were revealed in the DLC, which are, you know, the Raichu. There's 2 Raichu megas, and the Raichu megas look really cool. Please comment down below which Raichu mega you like more, and personally, I'm undecided. I think they both really have an interesting look to them. And I highly recommend watching... There's this Japanese Pokemon YouTube channel posted a trailer of Legend ZA, and no one's really talking about it because, you know, in America, and it's kind of silly, but there's 2 trailers out, and the one from Japan has a lot more stuff in it. So, like, please, if you probably haven't heard of this trailer, so please go watch this trailer, because there's 2 trailers out, and you may not realize there's 2. And there's a few things I would like to mention about Nintendo. First, being the fact that Nintendo's having us pay more money just to upgrade our games, which is a lot dumber than you may think. Because at first, you know, you're like, oh, cool, we can upgrade our games. But I heard someone say recently that it's actually pretty dumb that they're having us do this, because we're buying this new console that can hold the power, and they're like, okay, pay more money now, and it really doesn't really make that much sense. It really doesn't really. Like, you buy this console that can handle, like, 4K support and stuff, but then they're like, pay us more money to upgrade your older games, and, like, that's actually kind of dumb, because it's like, we're giving you so much money for the console that can run this, yet you're just like, no, pay us more money, which is very frustrating with Nintendo right now. Another thing I would like to mention about Nintendo is the recent Nintendo Direct. I don't think it was as bad as people are saying, but here's the reason. It's because if you look at Xbox and PlayStation, they really don't have their exclusives ever. Like, compared to Nintendo, those games barely have any exclusives. And we might get one every 6 years, and it's not even a big deal if it's expensive, because if you're a fan of only Xbox and PlayStation exclusives, well, then you're only paying, like, you know, $70 every 6 years or something. So, and the fact that Nintendo has all these different exclusive franchises is so insane. But then Nintendo really isn't doing that bad. And I just don't want people to get mad that their game that they wanted wasn't in the Direct, because you gotta think about it. If you're an Xbox fan, Xbox fans, PlayStation fans don't get whole Directs. They get one game every 6 years or something like that. And so just be happy that you're getting these exclusives, and it will come. It will probably come soon. If there wasn't a franchise mentioned in the Direct recently, then I bet you that you can probably see that franchise coming out in the next 3 years, you know, Nintendo exclusive wise. So just try not to be as hard on Nintendo compared to Xbox and PlayStation. I say that, but I do feel like myself, I do kind of hate on them a lot, but I do say a lot of, like, mean things about Nintendo and this game, but I am really excited for the game. I'm only really focusing on the negative points, but, like, this game looks awesome and very exciting. So, I know it kind of sounds like I hate this game, but I really don't. It's just the negative points are a lot more interesting to talk about. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm very excited for the game, but there are some things that worry me. Well, peace out, everyone.